What's up, what's up, what's up? And you are now back and tuned into HotSeat with PrettyYanny. I remain your humble host, PrettyYanny. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I have with me a special guest. Are y'all ready? I flew in for this one, But let's not talk about that. We'll talk about that behind the scene. But yeah, drum roll. I have a superstar all the way from, you already know that. Do I got it? Okay, let me start. But yeah, he goes by the name Badman.
We outside. We outside.
We outside.
We outside.
What are you steering?
I'm steering the sheep.
Oh.
Right now, you're the captain, so just steer the sheep. So.
Oh, and it's live and direct in my hot set. You know what we do in hot set? We support, we showcase, we empower, we uplift, we inspire every creatives in the diaspora. That's right. So y'all better do what? Tap in. Okay, back to you, Badman. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you. How you doing?
I'm well. Thanks for asking.
You look amazing, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Oh, the first person to say that to me. Oh my God. Well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm chilled. Grinding still.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's what's up. I love it. So the name BadManQ, where did that stem from?
Literally, I think it was back in uni. I had boys, I had, guys who, based on one or two steez, they ended up calling me Badman. Do you understand? Based on one or two steez.
What were you? What is the one or two? One or two steez? What is the one or two steez?
I guess it was probably the way I interacted with people. Probably the way I, pulled one or two strings. Do you understand?
So you are technically saying you're a bad man for real.
I mean, with my full chest.
Oh, and I hope y'all better watch out for this one. And damn, you're quite tall. How tall are you?
I'm 6'6".
Every lady's
Should I
spec.
say it again?
No, it's okay. But yeah, well, let's talk about the fit, the hair.
Yeah.
Everything. Do you style yourself?
Yes, sometimes. Most times I style myself, but I'm also open to, other mandems, giving ideas on what to wear and everything. Things that, as far as it looks good and feels good, then of course I'm open to it, you get me? So yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's break this down. You're a music artist, and of course, you've been doing music for a while, right? How did you know that it was time for you to venture into music? And before you actually answer that question, your genre of music, Afro Divine.
I know.
That's different.
I know.
So, tell us about it.
So it's literally Afro beats, right? But it's like a fusion of every genre that feels good to me, any genre that speaks to me, hence divine. Do you understand my point?
Right.
So I mean, like I with my full chest versatile. You feel me? So like I tend to wander into different genres and then basically blend it and create something that feels good to me and that comes to me in that moment. You get me? So for how long I've been doing music and why.
When did you start? Yeah, when did you think it was time for you to venture into music? Why did you choose to venture into music? Take us down memory lane. We want to hear that story.
Is it? Okay, so I was singing right from childhood. I mean, I feel like most singers right now would say the same thing, you get me? I was in a child choir growing up, and I used to be this falsetto king growing up. I'll scream and shout, and people will stand and be happy because I'm singing. You get me? So, and when I got into uni in 2010, I also tried it. Like I was singing at dinners, at faculty dance events, and then at different shows back in school. You get me? I feel like school was basically like a litmus test to basically prove to myself that yes, this is what I actually want to do. Now, but keep in mind, there was family and there was reality. Sometimes family will be like, oh, music is just a hobby. Music is just something fun to do.
Right.
You feel me? But it's not something you would want to take as a hustle.
Right.
You get me? But mom was always my best fan, like my biggest fan, you get me? She was always,
Don't we just love all
gingering
the
me, you get
moms?
me? And then my uncles from my mom's side as well, they, always had my back, you get me? So I think it was in 2016, because when I was done with school in 2014,
Right.
in 2015, I served and tried to do the whole 9 to 5. I actually worked at the bank for like 3 months.
Word.
You get me? But you know when you're doing something and you just feel out of place, you feel like this isn't your calling, this isn't your purpose, you get me? So I literally quit and then had to face my music head on, you get me? And I feel like that was the moment I said, yes, like this is who I'm supposed to be.
Right.
This is what I'm supposed to do. And I mean, barring any unforeseen circumstances, I'll face it head on and keep chasing, you get me? So,
Amen to that.
it's been there.
You touched base on, you went to school. So I'm guessing you graduated.
I graduated, yeah.
Did you envision yourself being where you are today?
Today,
On this episode of HotSeat with PrettyYanny, I just want to say a big thank you and a big shout out to Suyo Joint. This is your one-stop for any sovereign and delicious West African delicacies. Definitely tap in on all their social media pages at Suyo Joint, and definitely go online at www.suyojoint.com for more information. Definitely tap in.
I mean, I've been seeing different dreams, man. I've been dreaming about different, places that okay, now I would like to feel like I'm a planner. You feel me? So I have targets, long-term goals, short-term goals, you get me? So basically, if you answering your question, I'll say yes, that I saw myself being where I am today.
Were your parents, you said mom was a big fan.
Yes, mine was the biggest fan.
So right from time, it wasn't like, oh, if you wanted to go into music full time, she was definitely going to support you.
I mean,
regardless
all
of,
she wanted was for me to just graduate. She
doesn't care what you studied in school.
She didn't give a hoot. She just wanted to be like, yo, just graduate, give me your certificate, and then you can do whatever you want to do.
Wow.
You get me? So she was always supportive, you get me? Financially, emotionally, mentally, she was always be there because like she raised us, literally. My dad was never in the picture.
Right.
You feel me? So it was always her, you get me? So big love to my mom, man.
Big ups to mama.
Big ups to my
Okay,
100.
okay. All right. So every music artist, they face one challenges or the other. Of course, it wasn't easy, having to start music, getting to where you are today. What is that big challenge that you have faced as a music artist?
The biggest challenge will be having to prove to the audience over and over that you sabi this thing.
Like you know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing. Because unfortunately or fortunately, this is a very saturated market. Everybody sabi sing. Do you understand?
So everyone
the
is a
things
music
that
artist now.
I'm telling you, like the thing that
I
you
can
think you
sing
can
too.
do, someone out there can do it times 2. You feel me? So now the goal is, or the challenge is, proving to people that yes, even though there's like a bunch of different types of rice in the market, your
Mine
jollof is the sauce.
Is best.
Your jollof is the sauce. You feel me? So that's like the biggest challenge. But then again, we grind still, keep pushing, dedication, consistency, and, you keep grinding, man, and hope to God that someone one day it picks up and stuff, you get me?
Okay, amen
So,
to
yeah.
that. All right, so let's break it down a little bit. This is the fun part.
I feel like you're about to go like a different route.
Wow.
Let me drink water first.
I'm about to start doing this. All right, so I would like to hear your take on this one.
Yeah.
A lady walks into a room. What is the first thing you notice?
How poised.
Explain.
So when you walk into a room, I notice if your head is down, if your head is up.
The way you carry yourself.
The way you carry yourself, your poise, your elegance, your oomph. There's this thing when you see a confident girl, you know. You get me? Like, so once you walk into a room, you're with your head held high, not arrogant, not prideful, confident. Like you knowing who you are, but still being, humble about it. You get me? So I see stuff like that, and then I'll be like, oh, that's what basically, moves me to maybe want to speak to someone or, check her out or something, you get me? Of course, the physical features, of course, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I was about to say, does poise? I was about to say, like, does poise relate to physical attributes? But I'm
No,
like, you know what? Don't let me.
It's like a whole blend of everything.
So what about as far as the physical attributes?
Physical.
Because everybody on the episode has been saying one thing or the other, which is quite interesting.
Well, I mean, the physical attributes, yes, of course. Like, I mean,
It's getting hot. We need fans.
I mean, like, I mean, if she screams sex appeal, if she's pretty on the face and the body wise as well, you know, I mean, yeah, it's like a blend of everything, you know.
When it comes to the boobs or the ass, which one are
I'm
you?
boobs guy till I die, bro. I'm a boobs guy, you know.
That's good to know.
Ass just looks good in jeans, like literally.
And I've never heard that before.
It's true. It just looks good in jeans and back shots. I'm sorry, but you know, it's
You're really a bad man.
don't play.
The
Don't
Q
play.
in Badman, what does it stand for?
Quincy. Quincy, that's my first name. Quincy.
That's good to know. Okay. All right. Moving forward, right? You, in your wholesomeness, as your 6 foot 6 feet, or
Yep.
whatever it is, guy, right? You walk into a room.
Yeah.
What do you think people would see first?
I mean, obviously my height, right? And I could smell the side eyes from every part of the room. Like, who's this guy? Who's this guy?
How does
Yeah.
that make you feel?
I'm used to it. You get me? So it's not like I'm shy about it. No, I'm completely used to it. You get me? And you get the same questions. Do you play basketball? Bro, leave me alone. Like, what's your own man? No, I don't play basketball. Leave me alone. You get me? So, I mean, yeah, it's definitely my height. And,
As far as like people's perception of you, would you think they would think that, oh, you're cocky, or you're, you know, your ego, you know, or they would think that you're laid back and humble?
honestly, I really don't care what people think about me. You get me? Your perception of me is not my reality, to be honest. But then again, based on, you know, experiences and how I've been able to meet people, at first glance, you might think like, okay, yes, he's probably proud or nothing. Most times I'm just on my own, right? But I love to meet people. I love to connect. I don't like to just be in my own space. You feel me? So I feel like when you get to know me, you'd understand that I'm just a chill guy, man. And I know I just don't get sense sometimes. Do you understand? So, but yeah, man, that's just me, to be honest.
All right. So now let's talk about trust and loyalty. If you were to choose one, what would you choose?
Trust and loyalty. But why do we have to pitch two bad, like two very important
That's what it's
sisters
supposed to give,
together?
right?
Because like it's like they both go hand in hand sometimes. Most times it's like, to be honest, I'll pick trust. You
That's
get me?
interesting.
But for you to trust
Why?
someone, no, for like you to trust someone, you can, like, there should be an element of loyalty, like a very large extent of loyalty to that person. You feel me? So if we had to pick either or, I'll say trust, because I want to be able to sleep with my both eyes open when I'm with you. You feel
Sleep
me?
with your...
Sleep with both eyes open, without having to look over my shoulders. Trust and loyalty. You have to trust that person enough to not think twice about what they say
Both
or
eyes
how
open
they
or
act.
closed? I'm missing
Both.
the point.
Sleep with both eyes closed, actually. Both eyes closed.
Right?
Both eyes closed, both eyes closed. Sleep with both eyes closed, you know. Of course, like, I have to be able to trust you to that extent without having to doubt the things you say, your body language and all that, you get me?
Yeah.
You know, loyalty can be bought, to be honest. Like, I mean, loyalty can be bought. But trust is something that's really hard.
I'm really
man.
loving this. I feel like I
It's true.
kind of have learned a lot, like, you know, because I've asked this question, trust and loyalty, over and over, and everybody's take is quite different, which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
But so far, I think I'll do my research.
Trust.
On which one is better.
Trust
So trust,
is-
not loyalty.
Loyalty can be bought. Like, I mean, I could put a stacks of racks here and then, you know, test your loyalty or make you be loyal to me to an extent. So you get my point.
Right.
But trust is different. Trust is deeper. Like, it's way deeper. You get me? You can't see a man on, like, okay, let me give an example. 90% of the men who would follow a wealthy guy, like the crowd, let's use Davido as an example. You see the men he moves with, you get me? Like from the outside, you would think like, okay, yes, like they are there because of the good things he gives them. It's easy to buy loyalty.
Right.
You get me? But trust is deeper, man. Like trust is deeper.
That's
You feel me?
interesting.
Yeah.
Now, I know that over the years, you've dropped a couple of singles,
Yeah.
EPs, you know, from the likes of Energy,
Yeah.
Sailor,
Yeah.
you know, your EP 4, and then your newest single, Gele.
Get it.
From the, you know, I'm basically trying to ask you, transitioning from when you dropped Energy to now that you have Gele, topping charts, of course, the videos and all of that good stuff. What is that transition like? Like what has changed over the years? I think that's the best way to put it.
What has changed? I would say it's growth. Like, as a human being, like, it's just natural. If you want to be better, you should be open to, you know, criticisms, to applauds, to, you know, different things that would basically enhance your growth. So, of course, like, if you've been doing things like back to back to back, you know, you tend to find your mistakes, find where to get better, and then you basically try to get better. So I'll say is the growth, man. The growth has been incredible, you know, from Energy to Seller to my EP and then this, you know, and there's more coming. You get me?
Amen
So,
to that.
Yeah, so I'm just trusting the process, to be honest.
Let's talk about Gilly because you just dropped that, and that is a totally different tune.
Yeah.
The music video was up there. Tell us what inspired that song, or do you have a baby girl that you are singing that song to?
Most times, the things I write about is experiences, sometimes fantasies, you know, so Gele was one of those experiences.
What does Gilly mean?
Gele naturally means scarf. So in the context of the music, Gele is me telling you that I carry your matter on my head like Gele. You know how Gele is. Gele can be really
like
strong
that
and very,
type.
So that's basically what the song is about. So I'm basically pouring encomium on the body that I'm talking about. You feel me? So yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you working on any projects?
I'm working on, you know, collaborations, new music, and, you know, consistently
You want to
working.
spill one of the tea?
Sister, you have to check my Instagram for
What
that.
a wow. What a wow.
On this episode of HotSeat with PrettyYanny, I just want to say a big thank you and a big shout out to Belayo Events. She's an event decorator based here in Massachusetts. For your birthdays, weddings, baby showers, graduations, and so many more, follow Belayo Events on all her social media pages. Definitely tap in.
All right, do you want to freestyle for us?
Freestyle. Okay,
Yeah?
that's cool.
Let's hear the falsetto.
Please, I don't shy you before I reach this side. So.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, I don't go looking for trouble. I no go touchy or sama pie my life on the low. I know where waiting my charm at the where I did my lane. No stressing, I'm minding my business that pays me. Yeah, minding my business that pays me. Yeah. See, you got to go and pull the trigger. If you got to mind, get to lever. Put it where the sun don't shine. It's better than the sacrifice. The violence shall take it by force. You steady on the Badman beat. Me never ever break the law. Cause I got the guns where go stand for me. Oh, she? I bet you can drink with that.
But yeah, good one, Badman. All right. So my next question for you.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to drink more water?
Let me drink some in case.
You need to drink more water? Okay. So, I mean, we know how like music artists in the industry,
Yeah.
when it comes to, breaking hearts, when it comes to relationship, there's two questions there. BadManQ. We had you breaking so many hearts.
I can neither confirm nor deny. Yeah. I can neither confirm nor deny, but yeah.
You have something to say to that?
I mean, I may have consciously or unconsciously done it, but sometimes when I'm in something and I feel like it's no longer serves my mental health, I choose me.
So you're just hopping from one chick to another?
Well, I did not say hopping. I just said sometimes when it's like no longer serving me, I choose me. You feel me? And I feel like everyone should do that as well.
So what's your take as an artist? Like, I think I need to. I mean, there's a lot of like stereotypes like going around in regards to like music artists. Of course, like most females are like, damn, I cannot date a music artist. I cannot yada yada yada. What's your take on that?
I mean,
like when it comes to like relationship, all that
it
stuff.
takes a different type of mindset to be able to be with an artist. I mean, you've seen videos of Rema on stage, with Burner and girls are throwing bras and everything. It's like, call it occupational hazards. I'm so sorry, but it's an unfortunate reality that women or girls are like part of the occupational hazards for artists. It's like they literally throw themselves at you. You feel me? So you as a partner that's trying to be with an artist, it takes a different level of maturity, a different kind of emotional intelligence.
Why can't they be like Adekunle Gold?
That's why I said they can't be like Adekunle Gold, but can they be like Simi? You think Simi do you think Simi doesn't see the DMs? Do you think Simi doesn't like her mental health? Like I said, it takes a different level of maturity to be with an artist. Of course, there are like girls, women trying to get with Adekunle Gold. That's facts. You feel me? But you as a partner, knowing that, okay, yes, you need to trust that your guy won't do you dirt, your partner won't do you dirt. Like, he will always be for you and you alone. Do you understand? Of course, there will be women, they will try to stay in your position, like kick you out the way to just be where you are. There are some women who don't even care, like, as far as they have a piece of you. You feel me? So it's like, it's a jungle out here, man, to be honest. So it just takes like a different level of maturity and different mindset to even be with an artist. You get me? So that's why, I tend to stay single for a minute until I actually meet that one person who basically just gets me and understands, because I don't want to be explaining why I'm at the club at 2 a.m. promoting my music. You feel me? It's like things like that basically shouldn't be a problem.
Are you only promoting your music?
I mean, I'm promoting my music. Come on, Karen. Come and beat me, do you understand? So, I mean, yeah, and on relationships as well, like, I know, like, there might have been hearts broken. That's like an unfortunate...
That's per Badman.
That's a given, you get me? Yeah, but it wasn't intentional, or it just wasn't planned. I guess it was one of those things, like, I did help them grow too. I'm helping them to grow as well, So when they think of me, they would actually know that, okay, yes, he left, like, see me as your stepping stone to the love of your life. It's fine. That's okay. Do you understand? That's fine.
I hear that. Let's talk about performances.
Performances, okay.
Of course, artists has good performances, bad performances.
Okay.
Have you had Either or, good
Yes,
performances,
of
bad
course.
performances.
Of
You want to
course.
share a story? I think you should start with the bad one.
Okay, the bad. Hey, Jesus. So the bad one was, I'll say, now the thing about this whole performance thing is it's usually easy when they know your song. You get me? So, but when they don't know your song, you as an artist have to try extra hard to basically perform and everything.
Sorry
So
to
there was
cut you
one
off, but
time.
no offense to the video I saw of Omale when he
Oh, I
performed,
know, I
and he
know.
was performing to the dry crowd.
Yeah, I know, I know. It's just like easier when they know your song and they're singing along. So as they're singing along, it's giving you goosebumps and you're even ginger to even
Ginger
want
to
to do more.
perform, yeah.
So, but when you're singing and then they're just staring at you, bro, I said, is a serious jungle out here, to be honest. So my bad performance was, I think, I'll say it dates back to 2016. I think it was one show like that when I went to perform and it was just crickets, you know. It was literally crickets. It's like I was performing a love song to a wrong demographic. Imagine going to perform, let me see, perform a Burna Boy song, or sorry, perform an Ed Sheeran song to a small doctor crowd.
Oh boy.
You feel me? So it's like, at that time, I just, did the whole thing, and then they were like, come off, yeah. Bro, see, that thing played in my mental health, man. But, I had to still, I said, no, it's all part of it. My
Good
best performance, or my good performance, one of them was Afrochella. This was last December, you get me? So I I performed, and
In Ghana?
it was in Ghana, and they loved it. And even though some people didn't know the song, they still encouraged, me while I was performing, and it was a great experience, to be honest. And I would love to do that again, and it's all part of my growth. You get me? So I guess this one happening again will be bigger. You get me? So yeah.
That's right. Amen to that. All right. So I know that when you were talking about the bad performance aspect of things, you had mentioned mental health.
Okay.
And of course, like I'm very big on mental health. And we know we're in Nigeria. What is mental health? However, as a music artist, and also, I mean, you're a fashionista, you're a model.
Okay.
You definitely people don't see the behind the scenes, especially when it comes to being a music artist.
True.
I know that it's a lot. So how do you cope mentally? Like you're talking about the bad performance. It was it did a toll on your mental health. You actually making music. Let's think as far back as Energy. Maybe nobody knew you, whatever it is, and you still kept going instead of stopping. Like there was one episode where one of the creatives said they were depressed, and they're still depressed. How do you cope mentally?
See, this thing is like, I'm very happy you asked this question, because most 99.9% of the audience and the listeners do not have a clue what artists go through. All you just see is what you see on social media. Social media is just about the glam. It like doesn't show you what we actually go through. So there's a lot of money going into this. So imagine spending millions or thousands of dollars, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, to promote something, and it still doesn't get to where you want to, like you hope to get it to. You get me? And especially if you do not have like influx of funds, like a lot of funds, like most people, or some, like the 1% do. Do you understand? So it can really take a toll on your head. Another angle is if you finally get that breakthrough, and then you're expected to be
to keep up
and stay there. It's like a lot of struggle. People just do not get it. There's a lot of struggle. You see people like Victor, Victor that was in YBNL, or see what's his name, Lil Kesh. Kesh was popping in 2013, 14. Only God knows like what he will be thinking right now, seeing how
things have changed.
You get my point? So it's like a different dynamic for we youngins, we creatives, we artists that we go through, especially when it comes to this music thing, man. It's not easy. You get me? So if you have friends who are singers, models, or people who are creatives generally that are doing this thing, that are basically chasing their passion, you know, you might, I mean, some might want to feel like, oh, it's like they're like going after the money, whatever. I mean, it's not wrong if you're trying to use your passion to make a living for yourself.
Right.
As far as they're going hard at it, encourage your friends, encourage your, you know, artist friends, model friends, creative friends, you get me? Like, encourage them, because it's not easy. It's a jungle out here. And you see cases where, you know, sometimes they would want to test your resolve, see if you compromise on certain things. You know, the same way guys, the same way girls talk about their experiences with people trying to help them, but
they're asking
only
for
with
favors.
one condition.
Yeah.
If they sleep with the guys, also face that too. Like with guys, like we face that too. Do you understand? So it's like a jungle out here, man. You get me? So it just takes like a different level of strength mentally. It takes the grace of God, of course, because like if you're not in tune with your spiritual life, man, almost.
Wow, you believe in God?
Bro, I believe in God, man.
I didn't know Badmans
I
do.
believe in, of course. Now, last, man, he's the author and finisher. You get
that
me?
right?
So I'm telling you. So yeah.
So how do you tend to get through with that?
How do I attend? Okay, I
Yeah.
guess I just hold on to my belief in myself and what I'm doing. You know, people would ask you questions like, what's your plan B if this music doesn't work? Like that's like when
Right. Like, what do you want to fall back on?
Like, I don't like questions like that.
Right.
And the way I respond to questions like that is there's no
There's
plan
no plan B.
Because the more, like, when you start to think of a plan B, it's like, oh,
You tend to neglect.
Yes, like you're expecting to fail. But if you see this as this is the only thing you would ever do and face it, I mean, God is not an unjust person. You feel me? I mean, even the universe will see your hard work and basically bless you. So it's like when you finally break through in what you're chasing, then you can now decide to venture into other things that would basically create revenue for you, basically create generational wealth. You feel me? So, I mean, that's just how it is for me most times. You feel me? I just hold on to that belief in myself, belief in God, and belief in what I'm doing.
Right.
And then, you know, non-stop, man. Keep marching, no breaks.
That's
keep
right.
going.
Keep steering.
Keep staring. Turning there back.
What would you say to your younger self?
My younger self, thank you for not compromising.
Why do you say that?
I'll say to my younger self, thank you for not compromising, because I have so many experiences where, you know, when push came to shove, like, it was like it tested my, you know, faith. It tested what I would do in that moment. And I'm thankful that my younger self didn't compromise or didn't bend or cower to that circumstance in that moment. Because I feel like there were times where I could have gone like a different direction in the hope that it will get me to where I want to be quicker. But I'm thankful for my younger self that he trusted the process, and he's still trusting the process. You feel me? So I mean, like, guess I'm just thankful.
Amen to that.
So, yeah.
Love it. Okay. So what would you like to say to your peoples out there, your fans out there, the people that are still tapping?
My people, man. My people, man. See, listen, man. This is a journey. This is a process. This is a win. Like, a win for me is a win for you as well. So I'll just say, support me. I'm not perfect. You know, I'll keep, you know, making mistakes, learning from those mistakes, and then also growing, you get me? And I would always try as much as possible to stay humble, because, you know, sometimes it's not easy, you get me? So, but, I mean, just keep praying for me, keep supporting me, and we'll grind this thing, man. We ride this ship still, you know what I'm saying? So.
All right. One more. Are you single? Are you double? Are you mixtape? Which one is it?
I'm a full album. I'm a full album, track 1 to 15. I'm big.
All right. So for the viewers that don't know who you are,
Yeah.
or for the viewers that don't know how to get your music or where to find you on social media platform, go ahead.
So what's up, guys? I'm BadManQ. I'm a singer, songwriter, fashion model, and occasional Badman. So where to find me? Occasional Badman. Where to find me is on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook is at I am BadManQ. Again, at I am BadManQ. Follow me, DM me, tell me what you think about my music, my personality, where you feel like I could do better. And yeah, of course, like, again, we're a family, and we'll ride this wave and ride it till the wheels fall off.
Oh,
Which it
that's
won't fall
right.
off, but
It will fall off. You'll stay young
it
forever.
will stay on.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode on Hot Set with PrettyYanny, and I remain your humble host at PrettyYanny, and I had with me
BadManQ, we're outside, still steering this ship. You understand? Keep turning that about.
turning it. You already know I'm about to steal this, y'all. Keep turning. But remember to do what? Like, follow, share, comment,
Yes, sir.
subscribe, and what? Tap in. And with that being said, we outside. Okay, peace out. Gang,
It will
gang.
be.